Motorhead Garage, presented by Dragonfire Tools, is brought to you by REKGEN, the most powerful detailing products ever made. And by Dragonfire Tools, industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage.
I cannot let a dad joke go by without being unsaid. We are having a blast here at Motorhead Garage. Giles from ColdJet is showing us how to do this stuff, and it couldn't be simpler. Now, folks may not have heard of dry ice blasting. How is it different from other media blasting we've seen out there?
There's two main benefits to it. Number one is it's not abrasive. It's a very soft material, so as you blast on all sorts of different surfaces, metal, plastics, rubber, it's not going to damage them. And the second part is there's no secondary waste. So that dry ice impacts the surface, it sublimates from a solid state to a gas state and leaves no residue left behind.
Who's using dry ice blasting?
Well, we supply a number of automotive suppliers. So everyone from plastics, composites, rubber, tires, foundries, textiles, and even those industries not associated with the automotive industry, like food processing, life sciences, aerospace, kind of spread about a mile wide and an inch deep in all sorts of different industries and applications.
How does dry ice blasting actually work?
Dry ice blasting works in three main ways. First of all is the kinetic energy or impact. We're taking, in most cases, rice-sized particles of dry ice. We may break those down into smaller particles depending on the application, but then we're accelerating them at anywhere from 600 to 1,200 feet per second upon impact of that surface. The second part is the thermal shock or the cold. Dry ice is very cold at negative 109 degrees Fahrenheit. So as it impacts that surface, it chills whatever contaminant you have on there and helps to release the bond that it has on that surface. And then lastly is the sublimation part. That dry ice, as it hit and transitions from that solid state to the gas state, it expands to 800 times its size in order to pop off that newly released coating. So to kind of summarize that down a little bit, we use the acronym ICE, I for impact, C for cold, and E for expansion or sublimation.
And with all those things said, how easy is it to use a system like this?
It's relatively easy. You've got your applicator, your nozzle, you hook it up, and there's about 5 major do's or don'ts when using this equipment. You want to be about 2 to 4 inches in most cases. Try to hit things at a 90-degree angle, but essentially it's kind of like a dry pressure washer when it comes to the operation.
What does someone need if they want to start their business with this or add this into their existing business?
Air and then air treatment are the big ones. The two enemies of dry ice are heat and moisture. So you've got to find a way to mitigate those two and then have a sufficient air supply to act as a propellant for that dry ice to impact that surface with the cleaning effect that we're looking for. So we have a support kind of hub, if you will, called ColdJet Connect. And that is a number of different access to data, access to support, service agreements. I can even take my phone, scan the QR code on the side of this machine, and pull up analytics for things like machine utilization, estimates for dry ice consumption as well. So I have the data needed to make the decisions to best support my business going forward. You can reach out to any one of our reps that we have remotely placed all throughout the United States and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen are equipped with vans, trucks, trailers. They're able to come on site, do inspections of your equipment, safety audits, trainings. So we offer a lot of support to our customers.
If you go to coldjet.com, you can learn how the system works and how you can get it yourself. And if you want to find out more about how someone uses this in their business, you can tune in next week for more from ColdJet. Audiophiles, you are going to love this. This is all about sub-box designs, and they make custom housings for your subwoofers in your car. First, let's talk about why you need a custom-made enclosure for your subwoofer. Well, the box that surrounds your speakers is a huge factor when it comes to both loudness and sound quality. A lot of folks make the mistake of just going bigger with the subwoofer when the issue might be with the box that actually encloses the subwoofers. And you go bigger and bigger, and the subwoofers still don't make a difference. That handles the sound part, so let's talk about fit. So many times you see someone with a monster stereo system, but you can tell the speaker boxes are not made to fit their specific vehicle. If you purchase a design from Subbox Designs, you'll get an enclosure that fits your specific car or truck, and it'll also sound great. How does it work? Well, you hop onto subboxdesignsllc.com, and there's a form you can fill out. Just type in the dimensions of the area where you'd want to put your subwoofer enclosure. Let them know what your make and model for the speakers you're using and the make and model of your vehicle. And if you know on which side you want to make your wire connections, let them know that too. And if you're a big-time audiophile, you can also tell Subbox Designs what tuning frequency you prefer, along with the type of music you play most. Once Subbox Designs has your specs, they go to work designing, and the process is way fast. Sometimes you'll even get your designs the same day you order them. They come in the form of 3D drawings, and they'll show you all the necessary specs you need to build the enclosure, along with instructions and tips to get the job done. And depending on your skill level and the complexity of your enclosure, you can build it yourself in just a few hours, or you can take it to a professional woodworker. And even if you go that route, that's way less expensive than having a custom box built and shipped to you. To our friends in Canada and around the world, yes, you can get this in metric or standard measurements, and no matter where you are, you can get a free quote on your enclosure. Get better sound from your speakers in a better looking housing. Head on over to subboxdesignsllc.com and see what Corey and his team can do for you. If you have a product you want to show to the world, drop me a line, dave@motorheadgarage.tv. A special thanks to Dragonfire Tools for jumping on board and sponsoring our series, and a special thanks to you for tuning in. We'll do it again next week. See you then.